Hello, 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 and welcome to Bima's Crafty Corner. I am Bima, better known as Els, and today, as part of our boxes of 2025, I thought I'd do one that you can actually use on your desk. It can hold up to 10 rolls of regular size washi tapes. This one's got 8 rolls in it, but it's got some really wide ones. So we're going to make this today. It's very simple, very easy to do, and I'm going to get started. I'll be right back with a supply list. All right, so to make this adhesive, you can use tape, but liquid's best. A pair of long scissors, because we're going to be making this very long cut right here to create the angle, and we want that to be in one cut if possible. A piece of cardstock. This can be made out of 8.5 by 11. This is 110 pound, but you can use whatever you have. Some scoring tools, a scoreboard, a paper trimmer, and then if you want to decorate, whatever you want to decorate with. We're going to start with the first cut. I'm going to get everything set up. I'll be right back. We're going to cut, score, and then assemble. Very quick and easy, okay? I'll be right back. All right, so to cut this, we need a piece that is 6 5/8 by 11. So 6 5/8 is 1 mark past the 6.5. Okay, so here's my 6.5. I'm going to go to 1 mark past that. It's between 6.5 and 6 3/4. This is scrap. We don't need it. We can get rid of the cutting board, and we're going to bring out our scoring tools. Okay, so here's my scoreboard. All right, and we are going to score this on the long side, okay? At 1. A couple of light scores is always better than, jamming it in. And then we're going to score it at 3. And then we're going to score again at 5.5. And then we're going to score over here at 8. Let's see, 8. And then again at 10. Okay? I'm just going back over my scores. So 1, 3, 5.5, 8, and 10. Then we're going to turn it. Doesn't matter which direction we turn it, okay? Because it's going to be the same. And then we're going to score it on the short side at 2. And 3 5/8. There's 3, 4, 5/8. 3 5/8? No. Four and 5/8. I'm sorry. My brain doesn't work sometimes. 2, 4 5/8, and that's it. Okay? That's all we need. I'm going to go ahead and move the scoreboard out of the way. I'll be back in just a second. We're going to go ahead and start folding and cutting. All right, so we're going to recap. 11 by 6 5/8. On the long side at 1, 3, 5.5, 8, and 10. Then on the short side at 2 and 4 5/8. Okay? Now we're going to fold. So valleys into hills, hills into valleys. Now everybody asks, so the part that you press down on becomes the valley, and it pushes it out on the other side, and that becomes the hill. So we always want to fold into the hills. Why? Because that helps to keep the paper from cracking. A lot of cardstocks, and especially some of your higher end cardstocks, they crack when you fold them. which you don't think would happen, but they do. And I think it has something to do with the ink process. All right, so now we have this. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to cut every one of these score lines up to this score line. So we're just going to cut all these little flaps at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, you want to stop at that score line, okay? On these ones at the end, on the side that the smaller flap is on, we want to wedge that and take out a little bit of a wedge and then knock that off. Doesn't have to be that long. So we're going to do that on both sides. Take out a wedge. This is just to help this all fit together better. And then we're going to knock off that side. Doesn't matter how much you knock off. You know, you just want to leave about an inch, 3/4 of an inch. Do the same thing on the other side. And when you come back, we're going to start putting it together. I'll be right back. All right, so now we have a piece that looks like this. You get little flaps on the ends, and then you have 4 flaps here and 4 flaps there, and the center is connected, okay? So we're going to start with these little flaps. Adhesive. Okay? Then we're going to pull this up, and we're going to bring up the sides. We want to match up this front corner. We're going to do that again. So we're going to put adhesive on this part. We're going to bring it up and glue on this part, matching up the bottom and the side. Don't put glue here because you don't want to go over, okay? So glue here. Just as a general rule of thumb, always glue the small part, okay? Bring that up. Give it a second. All right, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So glue goes on these first 4 flaps. 1, 2, bring it up here and here, and then glue here and over here. Bring it up just like this. Okay, so now we're going to let this dry, and when it dries completely, I'm going to come back and then I'm going to show you how to do the rest of this. I'll be right back. All right, so now this is dried. We're going to continue to glue. What we're going to do is we're going to open these up so that the backs meet, okay? And we're going to put some adhesive on here. Now you can use tape, you can use liquid, whatever it is you want to use. But I'm going to go on the outsides here. Sorry about that, you can't see it because of the other part. I'm going to put on a nice amount of glue, making sure that I get all the edges. And then I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together. And I'm going to hold that. Now, if you want to put a clamp or something on there and, you know, let it sit for a few minutes so it dries, that's probably a good idea at this point. But you just want to press that all together, and you have a box that looks like this. Now, you want to get that angle. You take your scissors, and you're going to cut from here, where these 2 pieces meet, to the fold up here, okay? And you kind of want to do this in one shot. So from the fold to the front corner of the box. We can get rid of those. And now you have your little washi holder. Now, if you make a couple of these and you glue them together, you could have a nice size washi holder, okay? Or maybe you can store them on your shelf like this or in your drawer like this, and then you can pull them out. You can say, oh, these are all my Christmas washis, and pull it out. These are all my flower washis, and pull it out, okay? So now we have this nice little thing. And to decorate this, we can actually use some washi tape. And I'll be right back. All right. So I have a roll of washi here. It's kind of neat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the side. And I'm going to put this on. I'm going to try and get it even. Look at that. And then around. And this will actually help to hold it all together as well. And across. And then we're going to come up to the front. All the way over. And I'm going to cut these two pieces off. There we go. And then you can store your washi tape in there. All right, so that's my little project for today. As always, the measurements and all of the instructions will be in the description box below so that you can make this little washi holder. If you're new here and I have not yet offended you, hit the subscribe button. If you would like to know what's going on, what videos I have coming up, any free classes that I'm offering, those types of things, you can find that by looking here on the YouTube channel or over on my Facebook group. And you can get a copy of my upcoming stuff. Also, cyber stalk me. Go down to the information and, where it says description, click more. And then, you can get my LinkedIn. You can get my Insta, my email address. It's all down there. Go down there and get all my contact information. Cyber stalk me. It's fun. All right. Until the next time, stay well, my friends. Bye-bye.